Hey, yo, what up, y'all? Y'all already know what it is. It's not a podcast. It's just my thoughts with Rob Markman. One really quick shout out, man. I got channel memberships, man. So if y'all want to join, man, definitely shout out to A Quincy. Shout out to Xavier, man. We got a couple members rocking already. They're part of the Discord, so we're talking all the time. And then we're doing our monthly music club where we pick an album every month. We listen to it for the month. We discuss it in our Discord. And then at the end of the month, at the end of August, we're going to have a live stream for members only. This month, we're going to be talking about revisiting and breaking down Drake's Nothing Was the Same. A Quincy actually suggested that one. And that's my favorite Drake album. I think it's a classic. We're going to see if it still stands up. We're going to see if it sounds a little different after this Kendrick Drake battle and just have a real like just dope music discussion as friends. So if you want to join the music club, hit that join button right there. There's also a link in the description. All right. I was thinking about this over the weekend and I definitely wanted to come and talk to y'all about it. Just we're a little more than halfway through the year and I'm thinking about what else I'm anticipating through the year. Right. Definitely anticipating a Kendrick album, but I don't know that we're getting that. Like it is also a very Kendrick thing to do to do this battle, give us Not Like Us, and just come back when he's ready. I'm not banking on Kendrick. Definitely looking forward to what Big Sean has coming up. Definitely feel like Wale has been too quiet. Y'all know Wale is one of my favorites. But, you know, whatever Drake drops, I'm into, man. Drake is like must listen. Like, I don't care if you love him, if you hate him, what you feel about him. When he drops, you got to listen. You know, it's appointment listening. There's a couple other joints. Killer Mike just dropped the joint that I didn't listen to yet also. I gotta get into that Killer Mike joint. Shout out to Killer Mike. Michael was one of my favorite albums last year. Phenomenal album. Killer Mike is doing phenomenal work. He was in New York doing shows at a jazz club called the Blue Note last week, and I missed it, man. I had tickets, man, and I caught COVID, so I couldn't go. But I digress. I'm getting off topic. What we're here for. I just talked about all the albums that I'm into, all the things that I'm looking forward to, all the things that you're going to press play on as soon as they drop. But for me, for the next half of the year, my most anticipated album, the thing I'm looking forward to the most is J. Cole's The Fall Off. And I don't even know if it's coming this year. Like, who knows, right? Like, I think we were on the way to getting The Fall Off. I don't know what happened after Might Delete Later, after, Dreamville Fest, after Cole bows out of the Kendrick and Drake thing. I don't know if he's retooling. I don't know what's going on, right? But I say all that to say, out of everything in the landscape, everything that's going on, I'm the most interested in seeing what Cole does next. I'm the most interested in seeing Cole's story. And again, let's be very clear, and I want to be very clear about this. I mean, The Fall Off is highly anticipated, even if this Drake Kendrick thing doesn't even happen, in the role that Cole played in it. I mean, there's a highly anticipated album regardless. And just the way Cole is, just going back to that battle, going back to that moment, we all know, I'm just recapping, first person shooter, is it Kendrick, is it Aubrey, is it me, the big three, feel like Muhammad Ali, this whole concept of the big three. Then you get Kendrick on Like That, well, motherfuck the big three, it's just big me, and then shit starts to go haywire, right? And we start to get this battle brewing, this three-way Royal Rumble of the biggest rap heavyweights. And, Cole drops Might Delete Later, which is a fucking fantastic project, one of the best of the year. In the last episode where I talked about the Mustard debacle and everything, I talked about some of my favorite albums of the year, right? And definitely Rhapsody, definitely Vince, Dark Times, definitely Schoolboy Q, Blue Lips. Might Delete Later is absolutely up there. Absolutely up there, like, regardless. So, we get Might Delete Later, we get 7 Minute Drill. 7 Minute Drill, again, I have the video here, it's documented proof in real time. I was like, yo, this isn't it. A couple of days after that, Cole said, yeah, that wasn't it. My heart wasn't in it. I'm not really doing this. I'm bowing out. That the man talked about his peace. The man talked about sleeping at night. And it just seemed that was more valuable to him. His friendships, his relationship, was more valuable to him than this rap crown that we all make up, right? And I said, even then, a lot of people are upset. Myself too, not upset, disappointed, like, because Cole is one of the best. So of course we like, if this is boxing, you want to see the best go up against the best. I don't mean I hate anybody in the ring. You just want to see the Titans go at it. But when this thing came very personal and very ugly, and the accusations that were flying back and forth between Drake and Kendrick, and look, I mean, we're talking about pedophiles, we're talking about spousal abuse, we're talking about love triangle. Like, it was a lot of shit, secret children, a lot of mud was being slung back and forth that had very little to do with who raps the best. And I had said this too, and a lot of y'all disagree with me. But Cole looked like a smart man. Cole looked like I'm not mad at Cole. Like, I started seeing the direction this thing is going. I'm like, oh, I get it. He probably saw what was coming down the road. And he ain't want a part of that. Because, he worked this hard to build peace, to build his family, to have a home base, to have, I rap. Yeah, I get busy. Yes, I'm one of the nicest. Yes, man, fuck that. You can't fuck with me on this mic. But then all that other shit, like, look at where we at now. Like, and I said this before, like, I get it. It's cool for rap. I love Not Like Us. Like, I think that record is hard. Like, I think Grammy time come around, like, that record is one of those ones. And I think it's dope for the records. It's dope for the raps. But I can't, in my everyday life, walk around or get on this camera, me personally, I'm talking about me, and start calling people a pedophile. Like, when you're in a rap battle, it's like, hey, anything goes. But I don't believe that. But at the same time, I can't call somebody a woman abuser. These are things that I need proof of. These are like real life consequences. So, not even to get too hung up on that. But I'm just saying that Cole looks really smart because he prioritized his piece. I get it. This is not about who's the best rapper at this point, though. Some exceptional rapping was going on. You know what I'm saying? So, with all that said, and just Cole, because Cole's superpower to me has always been his honesty and his openness and his way to connect with his audience, right? Even after the first album, even after Sideline Story, even songs like Let Nas Down, where he's revisiting. And he was always very open about Sideline Story. And like him, which is a fantastic debut. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my favorite Cole album is still Born Sinner. I thought on Born Sinner he did the shit that I really wanted on Sideline Story. But it is exceptional moments on Sideline Story. But that he could come and say, damn, man, that wasn't it, y'all. Oh man, I let Nas down. I was there. I was working for MTV. I was covering the red carpet. They called it the BT. It was the green carpet. I think Sprite was a sponsor or something like that. I forget. But they called it, or maybe it was Mountain Dew. I forget. But it was called the green carpet that day when he showed up wearing the same sweater as DJ Drama. And it was a third person wore the same Versace sweater. And when Cole, like, we've seen these moments. I bring that up. We see these moments with Cole, be it the workout song, be it that BT carpet thing where, he's like growing and trying to fit in the industry. And then he pulls back and said, oh, I did a very industry thing that I thought I was supposed to do, but it wasn't true to me. So be it, Let Nas Down, the workout song, that BT carpet moment with the Versace sweater, letting the stylist style him, and everybody got the same thing, and you feel kind of embarrassed because you're on the carpet and 3 different guys are wearing the same thing. Cole has always had these moments. They've been like very human moments, I think, and there've been a couple of moments like that. I think this is another one of them where, like, people laughed at him for bowing out of that battle. Cole got laughed at. I mean, let's be real. A lot of it was in this comment section. There was a lot of disappointments. You know, there was probably disappointment within his crew. But the man had to do what was best for him. And I don't know how much of that he'll address on the fall off, because I mean, from what I heard and the intel that I had was that the fall off was really put together. Like I don't know if it was complete, but it was really put together. I'd imagine that, but music is never done, right? It's a living and breathing thing. So I imagine that in this time that he's retooling. I don't know how much of this he addresses on that. I don't know how much of this is about that. I mean, look, we don't even fully know what the concept of the fall off is, because it's such a strange. I mean, he's talked about it for sure, and again, it's the self-awareness that everybody has that fall off moment, right? But nobody admits that they have this fall off moment, and I don't think that he's creating an album called The Fall Off where he's just gonna create a whack album. Like I don't think that's what it is. But again, it speaks to his self-awareness. As I said, his superpower is to be human, incredibly human. His superpower has also self-awareness. Like, he kind of knows who he is. He knows the game that he plays in, and he knows how he fits in it, or he knows how he wants to fit and position himself. And when he makes a misstep, like we all do, or does something that just doesn't feel true to him, he also owns it. Like, dude has been incredibly accountable his entire career. You know what I'm saying? Whether we liked it or not. If we go back to the No Name thing, and no matter what you thought about that, he's been accountable his entire career. And man, that's something that's big. Accountability is big with me. Regardless of that, the talent. So I think whenever Cole drops, I hope it's before the end of the year, I think we're gonna get a phenomenal album. Like, and I think he has the most interesting story. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think, like, if there's anybody I want to hear from, and in whatever form he chooses to do it, Cole is not big on interviews. He's not big on social media. The most that we hear from Cole really is encased within the music, or when he takes that stage and, he'll give a speech and he'll speak to the crowd the way that he wants to. But like, we don't really hear from Cole. Cole's not going to run to social media. He's not going to run to the media and do interviews unless that changes. Hey, dog, I'm here. And I think we could do a fantastic one. I think we could do one for the ages. Or he'll do a little documentary or something like that. But of all the hip hop stories, of all the things that's going on, Cole is my most anticipated. I'm most eagerly awaiting to hear from Cole, to hear what he has to say, to hear his perspective on, obviously, what happened, right? That was a big headline, but just where he is in life in general, you know what I'm saying? Because I think that all plays into it. But that's just me. Let me know what you think, man. Are y'all anticipating this J. Cole fall off like I am? If not, I mean, what's your most anticipated album for the rest of this year that you hope that we get? Let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, comment. Also, you know what it is. Hit that join button. It's right there for you, man. Join the memberships. This month we're going to break down Nothing Was the Same, and we're going to revisit it, man. It's been that came out 2013, so it's over 10 years old, and I mean, this has been a big year in Drake's career, and all the things that have happened. I know a lot of people choose one side or the other, but the man's giving us phenomenal music. To me, Nothing Was the Same when it came out was a classic to me. So does it still hold up? So join the monthly music club, man. We're gonna listen to it. We're gonna talk in the Discord. You know what I mean? And then we're going to do a live stream at the end of the month, members only, where we just get to talk about music and hang out with each other, all right? All right, until next time, though, peace.